The book, The Crescent and Dove, deals with new interpretations of thinking about peace within Islamic context, new ways of doing peace-building activities. So much attention is paid on the active conflict zones, such as in Iraq and Afghanistan, and we forget about the good work that's being done in Morocco, or the good work in Nigeria, or the good work in Kenya, Indonesia, Malaysia, so forth. So this book highlights that peace-building work, the social, nonviolent movements, and it highlights ways that can serve as a model. It speaks about reform-minded thinkers, reform-minded activists who work within Islamic law, who deal with Islamic banking, who deal with Islamic schools. And within these institutions, they're reforming it gradually within their own cultural and historical context. We hear so much about the word and the term jihad, and so much of the word has been used as a holy war. We hear that when extremists use that word, that's the only definition that's provided. However, the vast majority of the Muslims, the average person, who use jihad as just being good, trying to be more pious. So for them, jihad means fasting, to pay charity, to send your kids to school and have the best education, to being the best in your profession. So it actually means just struggling to be and being better than you were the day before. This book reframes the conversation and says, here is something that is being done, and these are the areas we can build on. The book is timely because there are many questions about Muslims as minorities in the West, and whether they're integrating, assimilating, whether building a mosque is something of a foreign issue, or internationally, whether they are against Western influence or Western presence. I think this book makes it very clear and concise that Muslims are not homogeneous. There are many, many voices in many different cultures that contribute to the conversations on what Muslims can and want to do. Many of the voices do want many of the things that Westerns want, which is good schooling, good education, healthcare, and so forth. So it's a resource. It shows and highlights different communities, individuals, communities that usually are ignored. I think it'd be instructive to teachers, academics, practitioners. If a practitioner in Nigeria can really learn about what is an education reform curriculum from Indonesia. I think Western scholars and policymakers will learn a great deal about what civil society is doing in many different parts of the Islamic world and how they counteract violence on a day-to-day basis, whether it's on a provincial, district, personal, or national level. And from this, we can take away a lot of great examples and lessons learned and the ways that Muslim religious leaders and academics and activists are attempting to resolve conflict.